Alright, so starting from where we left off, a few seconds turned out to be a few minutes because saving video files takes up quite some time, not gonna lie. Rendering them takes even longer. So, yeah. So, from where we left off, um, completely forgot what I was gonna do next. Let's see, what does Amtut have to say? Alright, so we took care of building, we took care of terrain. Ah, that's right, scenery. Right. So we were going to put some scenery around our lake here, and around town. And I believe lighting is after this, so we'll get... This episode, 2.2, will probably be about adding scenery and lighting. Now, we already know some form of lighting, but we're going to add some street signs in here, and they were going to light up only at night. Alright, so the typical scenery button is this one right here, picture of a tree, and here we are with a big tree. So we'll start by putting down a big tree by our lake, and now we're gonna want to add some rocks around here, just some stuff that makes it look nice. Now, these things right here are the categories. So big tree, tree, small tree. That's just typical for. That's considered a category. So if we select big stone, and then we hit edit, and then you click the picture, you'll be able to select from a ton of big stones. So, I'll take this one right here, put it down kind of close to our lake here, and we'll add a couple of small plants around here, just to make it look a little bit nicer. You know, it's always good to add a little bit of scenery. And maybe another tree over here. And I think there are willows in here, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I'll grab a red tree. Yeah. Spruce it up a bit. You could just mess around with scenery, make it look nice. I'm not gonna be making this look perfect because it's a tutorial, and I don't want to bore you with just placing stuff randomly. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is add some lamp posts. So, once again, we come into scenery, and let's see if I can find it. Metal, maybe. And yeah, it looks like this is right. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab a random street lamp, kind of like this one here, and we'll place it. Alright, so now we have 2 street lamps, and we're going to want to make them light up when you at night. So once again, in the scenery tab, if you move over a couple, there are lights, and if you select light and edit, you can select from all different types of lights. Basically, I believe they're used for just everything. Remember, these are from Kurgan's Castle and stuff. These are the lights that go in the pillars from like a tower. These lights right here are typically Yeah, street lamp lights. We have a single, so grab one of these two. Yeah, whichever one. It doesn't look like they're too different, so let's go ahead and grab one. I'll put two of them down. Alright, this one seems to be already with added with blending. This one will probably not be. Okay, this one is. Alright, I got too many anyway. Alright, usually when I place these down, they do not look like this. So, sometimes they look like just like that picture. And that's if they have no blending. And you can see a clear difference here. One looks, nice. The other looks like, what the heck is that thing? Now, to change that, you simply come into flags and you add blending. That's typically what you're going to do with lights to make them look the way they're supposed to. You can go ahead and drag this to the spot on the lamp. Okay, this one's behind it. I think that could be a problem. Alright, there we go. So just kind of drag it on there, make it look kind of like it goes there. Alright, so once again, we're going to edit the light. And we're going to want to come into flags once again. And you want to make sure nocturnal is checked. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you know what nocturnal means. That means it only comes out at night. So, we're going to want to make sure that's checked. And that's about it. Basically, you're just going to want to make sure nocturnal and blending is at add. And that's a typical light right there. You're going to want to go ahead and make sure this one is set to nocturnal. Alright, and alright. So, that's how you make a typical street lamp, I guess. And you could do the same with your inside buildings here, except if you wanted to, another thing you could actually do is if you hit this custom color button, you can actually change the color of the light. So if we want to make it a bluish glow, or if it was like a shrine or something, a holy shrine, you could go with either like a blue or light blue, or if you want to make it like a dark demonic place, it'd be red and orange. So if you select that and hit OK, and the light should change to that. It's not. Alright, there we go. So if we do that, and then we've got this blue light here, which we could drag, move it around. So, if you want to make it like make it look like a magic place, you've got that option available to you. And let's go ahead and switch that back, because I'm not sure what any of these buildings are going to be until I do that a little bit later. Alright, so we've got a general store clerk here. We've got, this will be a blacksmith, and we might make a mage shop here, because mage shops typically have three vendors in them. One for light magic, one for neutral, and one for dark. So we're going to go ahead and make a couple NPCs here. And go ahead and add them in. edit. You know what? Now we're going to add some armor to them. I can't really remember if I went over this last time. Let's see. We'll have one for light magic, one for a neutral magic, and one for a dark magic. And where's regular robes? Alright, there we are. So, to add, A is your armor button. That you can select your armor. To give armor to NPCs, place it on the ground first, then you click and drag it onto them, and they should equip it. They will not equip it in World Editor. I'm not sure if there's a way to see that. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, so that looks about right. So they will not equip it in World Editor. Right now, it's in their inventory. If you log into Arcanum, though, they will equip it. So you will not see them wearing. You will not see them armorless in Arcanum, unless you give armor to a specialized NPC. Let's see if I can find one. One of these ones. If you give it to like a basic unique NPC, like this or any of these type, they will not equip armor. So we'll go ahead and delete these two. And we'll go ahead and make our blacksmith. And edit. And we'll go ahead and change his armor. Is that? Hey, that funny glitch that happened last time didn't happen. And that's the same thing. I don't know why it happened last time. Alright. So now we're going to want to go ahead and decorate buildings using some more scenery. He's going to definitely want, he's a blacksmith, so he'll definitely want an anvil. To go along with this anvil, he's going to need a forge, and to do that, we're going to need fire. So we'll go ahead and add some stones around it to, so he doesn't burn his house down. That's a big stone. It's medium size. And if we go ahead and find back in scenery, if we go to fire, should be this one here. Place it, edit it, and sound effect is 8500. That's the fire sound effect, which by default it's already there. So no scripts. Flags, we're going to want to add blending because we don't want our fire to look like that in game. We want it to look like fire. And is fire is going to be checked. So if you stand in it, you get burned. Now right now, if you look at it, it's got a tile blocker on it. That's this red square here, and that means you cannot walk on it. I'm gonna delete this because it doesn't look right. Alright, so if you wanted to be able to walk on your little fire in-game, you go ahead and edit flags, and let's see, where is it? No block. You turn that on, and that red square should disappear, and you should be able to stand on it in-game. I don't know why you would want to stand on fire in-game, but if you want to lure some guy onto it or force blast him onto it and then hit him with entangle or something and watch him just get burned, yeah, I guess that would be a reason. So I'm gonna just go ahead and turn block back on. Just because I don't want to get burned in game. And because there's rocks around it. Alright, so here's his little anvil and his fire. I do not know what scenery. I've seen fire pits in game. I forget what scenery, what type of rocks look good just surrounding the fire. But I'm gonna have to go figure that out. Alright, I'll go ahead and put that under there a little bit. Alright, that looks good. And yeah, now we're gonna want to decorate his house after I check. Oh, it's been a while. Well, we're gonna want to go decorate his house next. I will see you in a bit because it's gonna take a while. So, until then, this is episode 2.2. Next will be 2.3.